Welcome to Gagné's 9 Events of Instruction, presented by Karen Vogelsang. This presentation is about Robert Gagné's contributions to the field of instructional design. In particular, this is about his model of the 9 events of instruction. Robert Gagné was born on August 21, 1916. He is considered a pioneer in the science of instruction, especially during World War II. Gagné is the author of the instructional design theory known as Conditions of Learning. He wrote the book, The Conditions of Learning, in 1965 when it was first published. It identified the mental conditions for learning. Gagné created a 9-step process called the Events of Instruction, which address these conditions of learning. Gagné has an A.B. from Yale that he received in 1937. In 1940, he received a Ph.D. in experimental psychology from Brown University. Gagné has an extensive career. It began in the U.S. Army Corps from 1941 to 1945, where he developed psychomotor tests used for air crew classification. From 1945 to 1949, he was a professor at Connecticut College for Women and an instructor at Penn State University. From 1949 to 1958, he was the research director at Lowry Air Force Base. He developed programs of instruction based on task analysis. From 1958 to 1962, he was a professor at Princeton University. He used the information that he gained on task analysis on motor skills to intellectual skills. From 1962 to 1965, he was the director of research for the American Institute for Research. Gagné's work centers around the 9 events of instruction. The first event is gain attention. This gives background info that creates validity for the learner. It grabs the audience's attention by asking questions, or maybe there's movement or demonstrations or dance. Gaining attention is the critical first step for the 9 events of instruction.
The first event of instruction is gaining the learner's attention. Guess what, honey? Your new smartphone came in the mail today. Aren't you excited?
I am excited.
That is awesome.
The next event is to inform the learner of the objective. This makes the learner aware of what the objective is and what to expect so that they're prepared to receive the new learning.
I'm going to teach you how to send a text message.
Awesome.
Isn't that great?
That's great.
Yeah. This is going to be really good for you to know so that if you're going to be running late from work, you're going to be able to send me a message. You won't even have to pick up the phone and make a phone call. You'll just be able to send me a message and let me know that you're running late.
Great.
The third step is to stimulate recall of prior learning. When you're learning something new, you need to make connections to prior knowledge in order to acquire the new information. Part of the instructor's role is to stimulate that recall of prior learning experiences.
Running late.
Great.
I know. So listen, all you have to do is you just have to use what you know about writing and the information about my phone number to send me a message.
The fourth event of instruction is to present the stimulus. This is quite simply the goal of the new information acquisition.
What I need you to do is make sure you turn your phone on.
Okay.
All right. And then I want you to find the icon that says messages.
Okay.
Next is to provide learner guidance. It's the role of the instructor, of the facilitator, to give that learner guidance in what the new learning is all about.
All right, once you find that icon that says messages, you have to make sure that my information is in your phone. So make sure that you see my information in there. You can probably look at phone calls that you've made to me before.
Yes.
And you can use that information.
That's a great idea.
Isn't that a great idea?
Okay.
The sixth event of instruction is to elicit performance. This is the opportunity for the learner to show what they know.
All right, now all you have to do is type in a message, something real simple like, "Hi honey, I'm on my way home."
There we go.
Awesome, now I'm going to check my phone and see if it...
The seventh of the 9 events of instruction is feedback. It's the instructor's role to provide feedback to make sure that the learning event is being enhanced, where the learner is able to make new connections and to be able to build on that prior knowledge. Without that feedback, the learning can be stifled.
There we go.
Awesome, now I'm going to check my phone and see if it... There it is, you did it, great job, give me a high five, that's fantastic.
The 8th event is to assess performance. This can be done in a variety of ways, whether it's through project-based learning, whether it's through a demonstration, or quite simply a quiz or a test. This is the opportunity for the student to show what they've learned and apply it possibly in a different context.
I need you to show me what you know. Can you do that?
Sure.
Awesome. So here's your test right here. If you'll start to take a look at those questions, and I've even got a pen for you.
Great.
The final event of instruction is to enhance retention transfer. This is where the learner has the opportunity to apply the learning in a real-life situation so that this experience will aid in mastery of the new learning. These are Gagné's 9 events of instruction.
And then from now on, guess what? If you're ever going to be late from work, you can just send me a message and let me know. You won't have to pick up the phone or anything.
How convenient.
I know. Aren't smartphones great?